So we are back to the Volvo XC 70 series. I'm just not able to get away from these cars. I just sold a 2008 one that I'd had for about 2 years, and it had the what was it? The 3.2 engine. So it was not this one, but it's in some of my other older videos. If you watch one of my older videos had a Volvo that I bought for 500 bucks. Ended up needing a head gasket. Um, I foolishly kept the car, replaced the engine with a used engine, um, but was still having a few. The car was okay. It was just that it had a few issues here and there. And once I got it all together and fixed it, I decided to sell it. And I wasn't getting rid of it because it was a bad car. I sold it because I just didn't need it anymore. I'd had it for 2 years. I guess that's a Gen 3. That's actually a nice car. When it's running right, it really, really feels good. And now I'm talking about that 2008 Volvo. All right, so back to this one. This is a 2007 XC70 cross country version. You can see it's got I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it does have the cross country labels. My shadows are covering it a little bit. I've always liked this shape probably slightly better than any other Volvo wagon shape, especially in this XC format, which is a four-wheel drive. As you can see, it's raised. Um, it does the I did have one prior that was a V70 Platinum Edition. That was a really, really nice car. I like that car, but that was front-wheel drive. Um, I think some people prefer the XC70 because it's all-wheel drive. Sorry, it is raised a little bit higher. So if you want a vehicle version of an SUV, I guess this would be it. Um, I think that the 2007 versions of these cars are probably the holy grail of them, mostly because by '07 they'd gotten rid of a lot of the quirks, and the cars were, in my opinion, running really, really, really well. I'm going to tell you guys the mileage on this car because it's well, I'll just tell you guys. This car has 331,000 miles. It drives flawlessly, but there's a reason why. When the guy called me and said he had a Volvo wagon XC, but that it had 330 something thousand miles, I kind of said, I don't think so. But he said, you know what? Come take a look at it. You might just like it. And this is a buddy of mine who does a lot of estate sales. He does do some auctions, but he does a lot of estate sales. And what I found out is in the DC, Washington DC region, there's a lot of Volvo owners. Um, and I'm not sure what it is, but it just happened to be a lot of Volvo owners. But anyway, so that's how I came across this XC70 vehicle. I think it's been sitting for a while because there's a lot of dust on it. But the paint is pretty good. Tires probably need changing in a bit. Hasn't had a wash in a while, I would suspect. But you know, body work, paint work is quite decent. I don't see any signs of accidents. You can usually tell if you look down the lines. You can usually tell if there's been something going on. Usually things like paint imperfections, things like that can tell you pretty good stories. I do not see much going on here. Just using a trained eye. Not that I'm a body shop expert by any chance. Um, well, they took that out. But when you drive it, you find that that's actually quite nice. I do notice that with these Volvos, these rubber seals tend to start going bad after a while. Same thing happened with the uh, V70 titanium edition that I had, uh, you know, a while ago. That was sold. I had that for about a year and a half and sold that too. Very nice car that was. All right, so this is the XC70, 2007 model. It's got the black cladding as most of them do. I'm not sure if I like that combination with this one, but it gives it a slightly more aggressive look, I think. Um, as you can see, uh, these headlights definitely need to be uh, shined up. They are looking very, very dull. I know they will not pass a Maryland inspection looking like that, so probably going to take care of that next day or so. With the XCs, as you can see, they do have the um, headlight cleaners with, I guess, water squirts from here onto there. Most of them should have headlight wipers. I guess in '07 maybe they did away with that. Just probably just guessing that they would use the water to clear any dirt, debris, or whatever. Body molding, of course, of all the XCs have this black body molding. The '08 that I had did have it as well. Let's take a look at the inside and see what it looks like. All right, it's not open. Let's see. Where are my keys? Ah, inside the car. Yeah. All right, let's see. So, well, I'll start at the driver's seat area. The leather's really held up in this. Um, really, really good condition leather. I can always tell when the car has been looked after. Uh, the high mileage on this car does definitely not show on the interior nor on the exterior, and that's why, you know, um, everything is top notch. Fit and finish pretty good. Um, there's no headliner issues either. Usually, you know, older cars like this, you have headliner issues. Don't see anything with this. Going to the back, the rear seats look like they've never been sat in. Look really, really, really good. That seat's a little bit too far down. Oh, something bit me. But yeah, these look really, really good. I know it's been sitting for a while because I can see all the moss on top. But you know, she starts right up. She drives pretty good. Don Bay of Volvo. Oh, okay. Sometimes the reason why I like seeing those dealership, um, uh, you can sometimes call the dealership and ask if they can give you, if you don't have any history on the car, you can ask if the dealership can give you some history, and if they're nice, they will. All right, the rear of the XC70, lots of space. Those seats can fold flat down, from what I remember. Lift that up. This compartment here, and I believe this is where you've got, shows a spare wheel. And yeah, I've got bitten a few times so far. All right, so let's see, what else do we have here? That's the fuse box. Inside there, there's a, I guess, the voltage access point here. And Yes. Sorry about the shaky camera work, guys. Alright, let's see what else we can find. Let's open the engine bay and let's see what the engine bay looks like. I think an engine bay always tells a tale of also how well a car has been kept. Alright, so that's the engine bay. If you ask me, it looks pretty good. Now, the first thing I always look for with these Volvos, and most times Volvo owners are pretty good with this. I think the shocks on these need to be changed as well. Another thing I notice here is there's a lot of oil on that hose. Now that's a bit concerning because I don't know what that could be. It could be a number of things. Could it be a turbo leaking? Could it be a PCV? It could be a number of things. I have to get that checked out. I'll do the glove test as well and make sure about. Now, this here normally would always tell you when the timing belt was changed or when the next date is due. Can I tell from here? This is not too clear. So, but I'm gonna guess what I see here is 383.50. Oh man, 5/16/29. All right, so it says it's due 5/16/29, and I think what I'm seeing here is 300 and. Gosh, I can't really see that clear. All right. Probably my guess is that's about either 360,000 or so. I don't know. I need to take a look at that and see clearly. And probably just to be safe, I might just call the dealership back there and see. Actually, I did do the Carfax, and the Carfax gave me a lot of information on this vehicle. So I am pretty sure that I can find out when the when the timing belt was done. I am going to start her up now, and let's see what that motor sounds like. See if we're gonna have any strange engine noises. All right, this does not have a push start. No warning lights. I don't see any warning lights. Okay, let's see. Driver door ajar. As you can see, 331,238 miles. All right. Now, when I did pick the car up, what I noticed was that the fan was continuously on. The car was driven to this location. The temperature gauge stayed normal, so I do not think there's anything wrong with it's not overheating or anything, but that fan stays on continuously. Could be a couple of things. It could be the thermostat sensor is bad. Who knows? But otherwise, the engine sounds good. It's just that that fan is on continuously, and again, that oil down there. The belt super-time belt seems kind of new. So the only concern I have now is that fan being on for, almost permanently. I do believe these struts need to be changed. When I drove it, it did feel a bit wallowy or willowy, or however you might put that. And I also noticed that there's a constant static noise. It's not on now, but there is a constant static noise that stayed on. I like the way with these Volvos you've got the VIN number pretty much everywhere. That's nice. But lovely condition. High miles, but lovely, lovely, lovely condition. So the whole idea with this is I'll try and get it sorted in the sense that take care of the few things that it might need. Looks like tires. See if I can get that fan to go off. Maybe change the struts as well. And I do not think it needs a timing belt job right now. Hopefully not, because that's a bit more costly than I would like to spend on it now. And yeah, and then I might see who will want to take this beautiful baby off of my hands. There's absolutely no rust under the car. I'll see if I can show you guys. Get on my knees here. There you go. There is no rust under the car. But it really needs what I would say is a good cleanup. And I've seen these engines, when they was well taken care of as this car, go 400,000 miles. You can hear she is purring. No issues whatsoever. She's also going to need an oil change as well. Alright, this is Michael signing off. Volvo XC70 2007.